sentence, 35 years, decided by the jury.
Okay, before I play this video, this is exactly what happens on both sides. But this time, when it comes to racism, and it's the left hollering racism, which they do a lot, it's going to be blown out of proportion. Oh, the memes. Oh, the videos. Oh, the shorts. Oh, the reels. It's going to be non-stop. I even see on Facebook, they have a whole Facebook page geared to discussing this Carmelo Anthony, what happened to him. I hope everybody listened to both sides. But before I play this, I want to discuss my take on it. This is a tragic incident that happened, that happens a lot in this country. Violence is widespread. This is a violent country. We have mass shootings more than anything. We have young people at the age of 14 killing other people under 14. And for these kids to be into high school at a track meet, acting this way, and then someone getting stabbed, this is a culture. And I'm going to tell you about an incident that I thought about. When I was in high school, I was going to stab this guy, somebody my age, because he started a rumor. And you know what the rumor was? That I was gay. Okay, back then, them was fighting words. Okay, and I saw him, and I was gonna kill him. I don't know if I was gonna kill him, but I got a knife, and I was gonna stab him. I don't know if I would have really stabbed him, because I didn't stab him, but I did throw a few chairs at him because of a rumor. Okay? And I think about, you know what? My parents never told me about actions and consequences. They never taught me. The schools didn't either. But your parents is the main responsible for teaching you about life skills. I was not taught how to be able to be responsible for my actions, and how to reduce conflict. And they didn't teach me about, this is a racist country that you're living in, and that you are susceptible to being prejudiced against because of their color. If you do something, you're going to go to jail. It's consequences for your actions. I wasn't taught none of that. And for this boy to go to school thinking that somebody messed with him, he just going to stab him. See, that's the thinking. And see, these are young people. That's how they act. And it's even worse now, because we're not being taught how not to act that way. And that's what happens. You may be teaching your child not to act that way, but somebody's not teaching their child. And when they meet, it's going to go wrong. And see, what happens is, when two idiots meet, it never ends well. And this is exactly what happened. Those boys that had no business messing with him. He wasn't doing anything to him, for what I understand. And just by him going over there, he had a decision to make. Should I get wet or go and disturb these people, or get wet? And I think getting wet would have been a lot better than where you at now and what you facing now. You're a young man, young, strong man. Getting wet in the rain was not going to hurt you. And this is what's happening. And see, this is how they bait people. I listen to them. These black people, they on there hollering racism and all this stuff. It is a tragedy. This young boy lost his life for a push. And they talking about he was 300 pounds and he was like 5'8". If he was that scared, why did you go over there messing with him? You went over there by yourself? You didn't have no friends? You're going to go over there messing with these people. It happens all the time. People get a fight and they go on. But no, he decided to pull out a knife and stab him in the chest. You didn't think about, if I stab this dude, I'm going to jail for a long time? That's a shame. It shouldn't be no other discussion among other people that wasn't there, that don't have anything to do with it, is it was a tragedy. He should have never stabbed the guy, and the guy should have never shoved him. Plain and simple.
Years decided by the jury, handed down by the judge, imposed. He was taken into custody and he'll be going to prison. Now his defense team has filed a notice of appeal, and we've got a couple of ideas here that we'll see them, I suspect, actually attempt in order to throw this whole thing out. But in addition to this, there was a meltdown all across the interwebs last night. We saw that we had Jasmine Crockett and this lady all screaming about racism, and Jasmine Crockett might be one of the dumbest defense attorneys in the
See what I mean? Now they calling her dumb. Even though they know the girl ain't dumb. She was a defense attorney. She finished law school, which I'm sure you couldn't do.
Very short filings. It's just a notice, usually 1 or 2 sentences, saying we're just notifying you that we're going to be appealing this. There'll be a full memorandum that comes down later, but we'll talk about what their possibilities are. So he's now in custody. He's facing 35 years in prison. And in order to explain how the sentence works, it's a little bit complicated there in Texas. A bunch of statutes referring to other codes and other provisions. But remember, he was convicted of murder. It's a first-degree murder charge.
Now, come on. Come on. Teach our kids this. You're living in a racist country, and you're living in a racist state, and you're living in a racist city, and you're living in one of the racist counties. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. And that boy didn't have the sense to realize I need to keep on going, because this is a whole bunch of European, they look like, they could be some KK people. I need to keep it stepping and go on my way, because I don't want no mess. Okay? Because, see, that's how I feel, because I know me. I know I have a temper. I have a mean dad. I inherited from my dad. So I stay out the way, because I do not recommend violence. But sometimes it's just in us. Somebody say something to me, I might not hit you, but I'm going to look at you like you should be dead right now. And that's why I try not to be confronted. That's why I try not to get stopped by the police, because if I look at them, they're going to think I might try to kill them. That's just me. I can't help it. So we really need to teach our kids the situation, so they won't be finding themselves in this situation.
Instructions explained it intentionally or knowingly causing the death of another individual, or is just attempting to cause serious bodily injury.
Okay, let's listen to what Jasmine Crockett said. Oh, they couldn't wait to get her take on it, because they know she's going to say something that's going to be controversial. And
ask for parole. But here is how this entire process works. We got a little bit. from the sketch artist who was in the courtroom. But you're going to argue it's just a little knife?
I do. Well, that's why he went to his coach and was like, but I don't think I hurt him that bad.
Okay, so it's just a little knife. So it's like a little, just like a little pokey poke. It's interesting. I wonder if she would be okay getting stabbed with just a little knife. It's not going to do anything. It's just a little bit of a poke. Would she be okay with that? If it's so small, would you like it driven into your heart? There, Jasmine? I wouldn't, no matter what the size is. So that's part of the conversation that's happening out here. A couple more clips of her, very short, so that we can save our brain cells and IQ points. And here is another argument from her that the Carmelo Anthony family has been aggrieved, that they've lost a son, paying no mind at all to Austin Metcalf's family. Here's what she said, short clip.
Black women, especially black women who have black male children, live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony.
I hate she says stupid stuff like that.
Spend a day living that way.
What?
We're gonna have to have just some real conversations about race in this country.
Okay, so the Metcalf